Hi friends, welcome back. In this video, I am going to discuss the 2024 yearly horoscope prediction for Virgo, which is known as Kanya Rashi. Now my predictions are mainly based on your ascendant sign, which is the Lagna Rashi, or moon sign, which is the Chandra Rashi per Vedic astrology. Moon sign predictions have an impact on the mind or emotions of a human being, while ascendant or Lagna Rashi predictions have an impact on actual physical events in life. For some individuals, the moon sign predictions might be more accurate or relevant as compared to the ascendant predictions and vice versa. So my suggestion would be to watch predictions for both those signs, as over a period of time you will be able to tell exactly which sign you resonate most with. So when we talk about yearly predictions, we focus on the placement transit of the four major planets: Jupiter, which is Dev Guru Brihaspati; Saturn, which is Shani Dev; Rahu, which is the north node of the moon; and Ketu, which is the south node of the moon. Reason being, these four planets stay in particular signs for longer durations of time, which make them to naturally exert more influence on the affairs of individual. So now let's observe their placements in 2024. Starting with Jupiter, it will be placed in your 8th house in the first 4 months. But in the first week of May, it will move to your 9th house in the sign of Taurus. So it will leave the sign of Aries and transit to the sign of Taurus. In the last 8 months, it will be placed in your 9th house. Then we see Saturn will be placed in its own Mool Trikona sign Aquarius in your 8th house all year long. Rahu will be placed in your 7th house in the sign of Pisces all year long. Directly opposite in your 1st house will be Ketu, placed in the sign of Virgo itself all year long. So these are the placements of the four major planets. Now let's talk about the major areas of life, starting with the career. In terms of job and profession, there are no major affliction to the 10th house, which means it will be a good and progressive year for you, especially from May onwards when Jupiter transits to your Bhagyastan, because Jupiter rules very important houses in your natal chart. The 4th and the 7th, both are Kendrastan. So naturally, Jupiter transiting to your 9th house is a good indicator for destiny rising. Bhagya will become stronger because Jupiter is a natural karaka, a natural significator of the 9th house. So you will get more luck, you will get more growth, support, progress in your day-to-day job. You will start to get the cooperation, support from your colleagues, from your bosses on your new ideas. You will be able to rise the ladder because you will get a lot of good opportunities for growth, whether it is to change a new job, change to a different department within the same organization, transfer to a new desired location. All these different opportunities can start happening for you. It will also be a good time for unemployed people to really keep applying and give lots of interviews, especially in the first 3-4 months, because once you get a new job, there will be no stopping you in the last 8 months, because sky is the limit as to how much you can achieve. Because even Saturn, which is a very good planet for you, will be placed in your 6th house strongly in its Mool Trikona. Any planet in its Mool Trikona is known to give excellent results. So Saturn will be able to help you rise on top above competition, help you to defeat your enemies. You will become very hardworking, and your everyday work-life routine you will become very passionate about, which will naturally enable you to achieve good success in your career. If we talk about business, now the interesting thing about the business area is the first 4 months, again, you will need to be a bit cautious because your 7th lord Jupiter is going to be placed in the 8th house, which is the house of sudden ups and downs, obstacles, transformations. It is a trickstan. So the first 4 months, be very cautious and do not indulge in any major risk-taking business activity. Because even Rahu will be placed in your 7th house, and Rahu is a planet of Maya illusion. It is a planet that gives Brahm, because many times people make sudden hasty decision and then they regret it later because the reality does not match expectation. So wait till Jupiter transits to your 9th house in the month of May. Then things will start to impress in your business related area. Your expenses will start to go down, your profits will slowly start to increase. You might start to do some business connected with foreign lands, because 9th Jupiter is going to bring you some sort of connections with foreign countries, foreign people, with people of different background, culture, religion. So things will certainly improve in the business related area, especially from May onwards. But again, do not give in to any temptation. Do not jump into new business partnerships with people you do not know too well, and instead try to play it as safe as possible. But Rahu's presence in the 7th house can give you some innovative business ideas. But for that, you will need to study your natal chart and make sure that it supports the same. If we talk about health area, then overall the entire year is looking quite good for your health, and you will basically be able to come out of any acute health issues that were bothering you. Just maintain a good diet, do regular exercise, yoga, meditation, pranayam, and your health will be fighting fit throughout the year due to Saturn's good support in your 6th house. If we talk about love life, then the first 4 months are not looking that great, but from May onwards there will be some good improvement. And for those single people, there are good chances of you to potentially meet people, and even some people might even get into a new relationship. But just avoid getting into any sort of arguments, disputes with your partner, or that could cause a sudden break in the relationship, because Saturn rules your 5th house and is placed in the 6th house, which is connected to arguments, disputes, quarrels. So just a slight word of caution. If we talk about finance, then the financial area is looking good throughout the year. Just do your due diligence, use good money management skills, invest wisely, and your wealth, savings, bank balance will grow as the year progresses. If we talk about education, for those students studying primary education such as bachelor's and high school, the first 4 months are looking exceptional. The last 8 months will also be quite good as long as you do not give in to any temptations. In regards to higher education, for those students pursuing master's or PhD program, the time will again be quite good from May onwards, because Jupiter, which is the natural karaka of knowledge, wisdom, will transit to your 9th house and will expand the qualities of the 9th house, which means that you will get a good support of such an auspicious planet for you to excel in your higher education domain. So make the best use of it. Then if you look at marriage, in terms of those single people wanting to get married, this year you have to basically be slightly cautious, because Rahu is in your 7th house, and as I said before, it is a Mayavi planet. It can cause illusion, and sometimes reality does not match up to expectations. So think twice before jumping into a new marriage with someone. Try to get to know that person really well before taking that next step. If you're already married and if things are not going that smooth, be a bit patient, as your 7th Lord Jupiter will transit to the 9th house in May. So the first 4 months, try not to especially get into arguments, quarrels, dispute with your spouse, or that could cause some major issues. Be faithful, loyal to your spouse so that your harmony, peace, love, and romance in your married life is maintained. Because again, Rahu can lead a person to basically committing wrong decisions, engaging in infidelity. So you have to be a bit wary of Rahu's presence in your 7th house. So being loving, caring, loyal, respectful towards your spouse will go a long way. Finally, if we talk about travel, short distance travel journey, the first 4 months, you will need to be quite cautious. And if you can avoid embarking too much on short distance traveling, it will be better for you. But from May onwards, you will get the good support of Jupiter to go on short distance travel journey and vacation. So if you can do a work from home job, especially in the first 4 months, it will be better. If we talk about long distance travel journey vacation, the last 8 months will be quite hectic, as Jupiter's presence in the 9th house and its expansion type qualities can basically enable you to do some really long distance travel journey vacation. But just do your careful due diligence, research and analysis before embarking on the same. So I believe I covered all the major areas of life for my Virgo Kanya Rashi friends. I hope you have a fabulous year ahead and I wish you all the very best.